Some mornings are quieter than others. Not because the world has changed, but because someone is no longer here. After 65, silence takes on a different sound. It's not just the absence of noise. It's the weight of memories, of routines that suddenly stop, of questions that never get answered. I never thought I would miss the sound of footsteps in the kitchen or the hum of another voice filling the room. But, and in that silence, something else crept in, slowly and quietly. I started losing the small joys without even realizing it. The days blurred together. I told myself, this is just how it is now. But that wasn't the truth. What I didn't see was that certain thoughts, certain habits, were quietly stealing my peace. Today, I want to share with you 7 things I had to stop doing after turning 60. Not because someone told me to, but because I could feel the difference they made in my life. Maybe you're doing 1 or 2 of them. 2, maybe, like me, you've felt that quiet heaviness you can't quite name. If so, I hope this helps. Let's walk through this together. First, stop isolating yourself. There was a time when I barely spoke to anyone. No phone calls, no visits. I'd see someone outside and pretend I wasn't home. I told myself I needed space, that people would understand. But in truth, I was isolating myself. At first, it felt comforting, even safe. The silence was familiar, predictable, but slowly it began to weigh on me, like fog rolling in on a clear day. Don't notice it at first. Then one day, you look around, and you can't see what's in front of you anymore. Isolation lies to you. It tells you that distance equals peace, that being alone means being okay, but it doesn't. One afternoon, my daughter knocked on the door. I almost didn't answer, but she stood there, 2 cups of coffee in her hands, smiling. We sat on the porch. She talked. I listened, and when she left, I felt lighter. That day, I learned the difference between solitude and isolation. Solitude heals. Isolation erodes. You don't have to surround yourself with people every day, but say yes to a walk. Answer that call. Wave to your neighbor. Because connection isn't just about being social. It's about being seen. And after 65, that matters more than ever. Second, stop saying it's too late. One Saturday morning, I found an old box in the garage. Inside it were paintbrushes and dried tubes of oil paint. I used to love painting, but as I held that old brush, I told myself that was another lifetime. It's too late now. I almost closed the box, but something stopped me. The next day, I bought new paints. Nothing fancy, just a small canvas. My hand shook. My back ached. But when I dragged that brush across the canvas, something woke up inside me. We tell ourselves it's too late to protect ourselves from disappointment, from failure, from looking foolish. But the truth is, the real risk is not trying at all. Who told us dreams have deadlines? Joy has no expiration date. You don't need to be great at something for it to bring you peace. You just need to begin. Because every time you try something new, you remind yourself you're still here, still growing, still alive. Third, stop comparing your life to others. It's strange, isn't it? You can live a full life, love deeply, raise a family, and still, at 70, feel like you're somehow behind. I used to scroll through photos online, friends on cruises, smiling with grandkids, hiking mountains, and I'd think they've figured it out. Why don't I feel that way? But comparison doesn't bring clarity. It brings distortion. That smiling friend may go home to silence too. That perfect couple might be holding their grief behind closed doors. We all carry something unseen. When you stop comparing, you start noticing what's real: the morning light on your table, the warmth of your dog at your feet, the sound of a familiar song on the radio. Your path is your own. No one else has walked it, and that's what makes it sacred. Fourth, stop bottling up your feelings. For a long time, I thought staying strong meant staying silent, that real men didn't cry, that grief should be hidden, not spoken. But silence doesn't heal anything. It only buries the pain deeper. One night, Sitting alone in the garage, I saw an old coat hanging on the wall untouched for a year. I stared at it, and suddenly, I broke. The tears came hard, raw, unstoppable, and for the first time in months, I didn't fight them. I cried. And afterward, I didn't feel weak. I felt human again. Emotions don't make us fragile. They make us alive. If you've been holding something inside for too long, please let it out. Talk to someone. Write. Pray. Cry. Cry. Do anything that lets the feeling breathe, because pretending you're fine is what breaks you. Honesty is what heals you. 5th, stop living without a routine. After retirement and lost my days lost their shape. I'd wake up whenever. Skip breakfast. Watch TV, just to fill the silence. The days drifted by, and so did I then one morning. Primera mada my bed. Just that. It seems small, but that simple act gave my day a tiny sense of order. So, I added Mara. Short walk, a call to a friend, a page in my journal. Routine isn't a cage. It's a compass. It reminds you that your time still matters. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can live in small, ordinary rituals that whisper, "You are still here." Number 6 is to stop ignoring your health. For years, I brushed things off. A little back pain, just age, tightness in the chest, probably nothing. Until one morning, I nearly fainted in my kitchen. That was my wake-up call. Since then, I've made changes, walks, better food, regular checkups. Health isn't about chasing youth. It's about protecting the life you still have. Even small steps and minutes of movement, a glass of water, a good night's sleep can change how you feel. Your body has carried you through decades. It deserves care, and so do you. And finally, number 7. Stop believing your best days are behind you. For a long time, I thought the best moments of life were already over. The laughter around the dinner table, the house full of noise and purpose. But I was wrong, because lately, I've had some of the most peaceful, meaningful days of my entire life. Slower days, softer joy, the kind that whispers instead of shouts. Maybe your best day isn't behind you. Maybe it's tomorrow in the way your grandchild looks at you with love, or in the quiet satisfaction of finishing something you thought you couldn't. You're still here. Life is still speaking, and there's still so much worth noticing. So there you have it, 7 things I had to stop doing after turning 6. I didn't change overnight. It was a slow, stumbling walk, but each small choice brought me closer to feeling alive again. If anything, Ivia said, today speaks to you. Know this. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are human. You've lived. You've loved. You've lost stand. You're still here. That matters. Please don't believe the lie that this chapter is only about endings. It's about choosing how to live now with heart, with wisdom, with grace. Your story isn't over. It's still unfolding quietly, beautifully, in the ordinary moments that make up a life. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. And remember, this life still holds good things. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more conversations like this. It's an honor to have you here.